G'day Wizardry gang and welcome back. Today I have a training room tutorial for you. I'm going to go through each of the features here. The main two you're probably interested in the most will be Inherit and Discipline, but just for the sake of completion I'm going to go through them all just so you will understand what all these are. So, for learning, this one is fairly straightforward. It's just when you get XP books, like say through dispatches or in the shop or as quest rewards, you can spend them here. So each of these has an allocated amount of experience. Once you've used them and select use, you need to sleep in the inn for them to actually be applied. Alright, grade up you're probably familiar with. This is where you can spend your tags to grade up once you hit level cap. Alright. I'll come back to these later, because they're the ones that actually matter. Bondmates. Again, fairly straightforward. As you go through the game, you can collect bondmates, or from, say, limited events, like Pan the Pixie. So, you can see who you've got here, who they're equipped with, what their skill is. Once a bondmate is assigned to a character, you can remove it. But to get that, you need an item called Amnesia Incense, and that'll cleanse the bondmates assigned to one character. To get these Amnesia Incenses from the regular shops, you either have to spend 100 pink or green gems from the jeweler, or you can exchange 400 guild points. That one's probably the more likely one that people are going to do, because guild points, well, they're free. And the other option is some events will have Amnesia Incense that you can purchase with the event currency, or you can buy it as part of another pack. So take some care with how you assign your bondmates, but it's not the biggest deal, because you can just use guild points to get the incense. Class change. This one on the server is fairly straightforward. You can get a book that is matched to a specific character that will change down the class. So it might change, like Alice, for instance. You can change her into a mage, and from mage back to a priest if you wanted to. What's so good about class changing is all the skills that you have here. Like if I say change Redbeard into another class, he would keep all of these skills, and then he would become, say if I change him to a fighter. I'm not sure what classes he can change into, but just as example, that's a fighter. So he would keep all these skills and all these active skills as the current level they are. But he'd be reset to level 1, so you have to level him up again, but then he'd be a fighter. So what you can do over time is you can have one character have every skill point in the game, if you had enough time. The books are really rare and expensive and hard to get, but that is another form of long-term progression. Alright, now the two that you're probably most interested in, I'll start with Discipline, because it's the most simple. Basically, this is one of the two ways you can use duplicates. So each character will have a unique skill that they can only level up by essentially eating their duplicates through here. So for instance, Redbeard's unique discipline skill is Traitor to Gods. So if I had a duplicate of him, one of the things I could do with that duplicate is I could consume it through here. Click on it, click Discipline, he'll be consumed, so deleted, gone forever. So make sure you only disciplines characters you don't mind losing. Once you've done so, it would level this skill up. So if we just click on it again, okay, it's not, there we go. Now it works out to only be about 2 or so in each of these points, so it's not a huge difference. But it is something that if you have duplicates you can use, or if you're a whale, this is one of the key ways to really power up a character. But it's not nowhere near as strong as other Gacha games. Say if you look at Wuthering Waves, or they have their sequences, or Genshin, or the Hoyoverse games. The sequences of the characters are quite strong. In this, the duplicate will only provide you with a couple of stat points. The other option, and something that you will be using a lot through the game to power up your skills, is through Inherit skill. Now what this is, every character in the game, from the 1-star to the limited 5 stars, essentially, they have a unique skill that they can be eaten. So for instance, Elise has Armor Break, that is this skill right here. So I could click on her, and I could click Inherit, and this character will be destroyed, but my Redbeard will then gain the skill Armor Break. And another thing you can see, it's level 1 out of 6, and so 300 XP. So if I had some more, Each character gives 100 XP towards their skill, so you can level it up. So if I go to one that has more, counter attack. But basically, you can keep leveling up and it gets more expensive. Skills that are of the same element. So if I get priest just here, you'll see they take slightly less for him to level up each skill. But so this is how you can give your fighter a healing spell like Dios. You could give your thief a fighter skill. You can play around a lot with this. Just remember that once you assign this spell, this character's deleted. So for instance, if I just ate my Alice, so I've got Sid here slowly leveling up, I'd get her unique skill, which would really power up Redbeard, but should be destroyed. So this is where the one-star characters, I should just say, are actually really useful, because they all give something that you probably want all your characters, whether it's, this one gives MP, the ones that will give like essentially mana, or your health points, for example, or your damage up. So every character you pull is actually useful in some form, whether you use them in your party for dispatches, or you consume them here to get their skills and level up those skills. Alright, keeping it short. Once again, this covers the training room. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, like, subscribe, comment, all that normal boring stuff. And thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.